Morning everyone. A little update on the tank after day one of feeding Reef Roids. Lights have not long come on, so the corals are starting to wake up. Gonis are starting to extend nicely again already. Zoas are open and looking bright. Got our two clownfish, our damsel and dory, and then hiding in the back our royal grammar flow. Very often they come out. Dory's settling a lot now. I think she'll be happier once we've got some more rock in there for a bit more grazing ground, but she is now out properly and having a good swim, feeding well. Strange behaviour with a bit of itching and so on has stopped. As you saw in my previous video of obtaining Dory and then putting her in the tank, we did make a very big beginner reefer mistake, which is no quarantine tank on a tang. So there's not a lot in there, but I've probably got about 300 quid's worth of coral and fish in there. And it then dawned on me that if I was to introduce white spot to the tank, how do I treat it with no quarantine or hospital tank? So I think, hopefully, touch wood, we've been really lucky. Seems to be getting on absolutely fine. Settled, no evidence of any white spot in the tank at all. We will continue to very closely monitor, but we won't be buying any more fish for a little while now. Going to be sticking to coral and the remaining Carib Sea life rock that I want to buy. I'm going to increase the size of the aquascape and add additional corals. Going to keep adding corals so the reef itself is laid out and has the corals that I like in there. And then in the near future, when we're in a position to be able to buy another tank as a quarantine and hospital tank for treatment if necessary, we will go back to adding more fish. I think I only want to put another 3 to 5 fish in here at the absolute most. I'd like to get a Bengal cardinal. Do like the mandarin fish, but I'm not sure what their temperaments are like with the likes of the damsel, who is very territorial and quite aggressive. I think that's partially the reason Dory wasn't very happy for the first few days, is they were fighting over territory because there is not a lot of rock in here at the moment. I do plan on increasing tank size in the future as well, so we will decide on what route we're going to go down. It's possible that we may use this tank as a quarantine tank, and because this is 125 litres, possibly a bit big for quarantine, but maybe use this for a quarantine tank, and then I may have a look at I think around a 250 to 300 litre tank, so twice the size of this one. Give the fish a better quality of life long term, give me more space to work with and to continue to grow the channel, the reef itself, the tank, my experience and everything. So that is a possibility in the near future. Keep a lookout if we end up buying a new tank. If I do, then I will be doing a complete setup video, start to finish, all equipment, sand, putting water in, cycling and absolutely everything we will completely document. Unfortunately, I didn't start this channel until after I'd put the tank together. There's pretty much nothing in it and was very basic initially. Still is quite basic now, but it's a lot better than it was initially. But unfortunately, I didn't document the initial setup. I will be doing some breakdown videos on how I made this tank, the equipment that I used, what it cost and so on. This is a budget build reef. I think I already had the tank, for the rocks, the heater, the 2 power heads, the filter and the digital thermometer. I think I paid around 300 quid or so. And then, as many of you will know, in the reefing habits and addictiveness, We've probably easily doubled that with the small amount of coral and fish that we've got in there so far. I'm sure this will continue to roll into the thousands over time. This is a hobby that I intend to stay in for a long period of time. I want to continue to grow my knowledge, tank, and outside of every other reason, I just love it. I think the fish are beautiful. The characteristics and behaviour of each fish is interesting to watch. There we go. Just a nice quick little update on the tank. Give you a rough idea of some things to come. I think I've mentioned previously, but where we've got the little Zoa colony down here, it's a mixed colony. There's 3 different types. We've got the under the blue light you can see better, but this is green with a yellow outer lip. These ones are actually orange and blue in the centre with a green, and then you can see a couple at the bottom and a couple at the back there that we've got that are just completely green. But we will be at the front on this kind of area here, and around here and here. We'll be putting some more Zoa frags of some fancier ones. I'm really hoping to get like some rastas, some scrambled eggs, and some other cool ones that I've seen. And then yeah, I want a hammer coral to go at the top here. I want a torch coral, which I think is either going to go here or on this corner here. This one will depend, because when the rock goes in this area, I do intend to try and create another sort of arch area like this one. So it's sort of high, low, high, which might take up that space for the torch, but then we'll have more rocks here to work with, so we shall see. There's some future plans for the reef, some updates from the Polyp Labs Reef Roids on day 1. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers, and if you do know anyone that is interested in reefing, how-to videos, any kind of experience that they can help me with or anything like that, please feel free to suggest people to come over to the channel. Really appreciate any subscribers that we get. Like and comment on the videos as much as possible to help get them out there. Again, really appreciated. And we will see where this takes us and continue to go. So thanks for watching The Little Reef. See you in the next one.